Are you guys able to see this problem on board?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So try this one. Guys, here you should take that as the magnitude of velocity. Magnitude of velocity of each swimmer with respect to water is same.
How did they say how
Uh,
big is the bank?
what is the question, Abhiram?
Oh no, it's okay. I was just asking the length of the bank, like the length of the river. But I don't think the question provides that.
Length of the
If they
river
have the
is not given, right? Is it given?
yeah, it's not given.
It's
No,
not
it's
given.
not.
Yeah. I suggest you keep that ant paper problem in head, because this is like similar to that. Okay, so the ant can walk across the paper sheet. Similarly, a swimmer can attempt to swim across it, but depending on the situation, he may go right across the point on the other side of the bank or not, may not. Your question is the walking speed same as the swimming speed? You're saying, I mean, is that what you're getting as the answer, or no, we are asked to find that.
Oh, the velocity. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so here, again, my suggestion is just compare it with the ant paper problem here. So let's see what is happening here. So if I take this is the river, let's say the river has velocity, let's say VR. Okay, so VR is the velocity of the river to the, I think the speed is anyway given. So let's use that anyway. The speed of the river is 2 kilometers per hour to the right. The width of the river is not given. Okay, so width of the river is, let's consider it as D. Okay, now if I take the swimmer A, okay, so here if I take a look at swimmer, let's say one swimmer, I think the points on the each side of the banks are marked as A and B, right? Okay. Now, one of them crosses the river along path AB. So let us consider, let's say this guy is the first swimmer. Let's say that this guy is P. Now the first swimmer, if he is going along AB, he has to somehow offset this 2 kilometers per hour velocity of the river. So what will he do? He will try to orient himself away from the direction of velocity of the stream. So he will try to swim like this. Okay, I think that's a very bad diagram, but he will try to orient in this direction. So the velocity of the swimmer is 2.5 kilometers per hour. Now I'm not putting the units there, but if you take one component of his velocity along the river flow, this necessarily has to be 2. Are you guys with me? Okay,
Yeah.
because this 2 kilometers per hour, if it is to the left, it is going to offset the velocity of the river. Okay, otherwise
Yeah.
move with the river velocity. Okay, so along the stream. Aviram, are you okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So that means for this first swimmer, what is the velocity that is available for him to cross the river? I'll have to take this component which is across the river. Okay, so if you look at, I mean, if you just use Pythagoras theorem, or if you are familiar with this 3, 4, 5 triangle, I think if this is 3, 4, and 5, I think they are in that ratio. This is like, if I assume that this is 20 and this is 25, they are in 5:4 ratio. So then what will this be?
1.5.
1.5?
Yeah.
Is it okay, guys? Okay, so this is 1.5. So 1.5 kilometers per hour is available to cross the river. Yeah, the width is not given. So, but let's say the time taken by P. Suppose if I get the time taken by P, it will be width of the river and the velocity which is available to cross the river. So which I'll take it as 1.5. So again, I'll assume that this is in kilometers and this is kilometers per hour. Okay, so we will get some time in hours. Okay, so now if I take a look at the other swimmer. So it's still the same river. So it's moving to the right at 2 kilometers per hour. Now you have this A and B. Now the other swimmer, what he's trying to do, he's always trying to swim at right angles to the stream velocity. So let's call him Q. Okay, now if he tries to swim at right angles to the stream, what will he do? He will actually, he will keep drifting, right? So he'll keep drifting. So he is thinking that he is actually trying to go straight to B, but the river is actually pushing him in the direction of its speed. So he will move, or basically he will drift away. So let's say P reaches this, sorry, Q reaches this location. Now, but he has the entire velocity to cross the river. Okay, the only thing is that he will go faster. Okay, so the entire 2.5 kilometers per hour, he has that. Now, can I find this drift? Okay, so this drift will be how much? So while he was swimming, he was getting drifted because of the velocity of the stream. So can I say the drift will be the time taken to cross the river into velocity of the river? Can I say that drift will be velocity of river multiplied by time to cross the river?
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I want to find this drift, let's say the velocity of the river is 2 kilometers per hour. And how do I get the time to cross the river? It is D by the entire time is available. Okay. Now, but if I want the total time taken by Q. Okay, so the total time taken by Q to reach the required location B. Now, what do I have to do? I have to take the time to cross the river plus the time taken to walk that the distance, the drift. So can I say the time to cross the river plus time walked? Are you guys with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the time taken to cross the river? It is D by 2.5. Now, how do I get the time taken for walking? It is the drift. It is the distance that he is away from the target position. Okay, which is 2D by 2.5. And then his walking speed is given as U. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, now what is the problem saying? Both these swimmers reach the target position at the same time. So that means, can I say, so they're saying the time taken by P is equal to time taken by Q. The time taken by P is D by 2. And then that is equal to, sorry, D by, what was that? I think 2 is wrong, right? What speed? Yeah. He had 1.5 kilometers per hour effective velocity to cross the river. So this should be 1.5. That's a mistake. So this is D by 1.5 is equal to D by 2.5 plus 2D by 2.5 U. Okay. I think that is the reason why they have not given us D. Now I think if you solve this, I think I have 2 by 2.5 u will be, I think I'll take 1 by 0.5 out, and then I have 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5. This is just okay algebra, you guys can do this. So how much is this? I'll bring this 0.5 to the left. So if I bring it to the left, I will have 2 by 5u will be equal to, that will be like 2 by 15. I think from here you will get the walking speed as 3 kilometers per hour. Okay, the pen is still giving me trouble. Okay, so are you guys okay so far? Yeah. Siddharth, are you okay with this problem?
Yes.
Okay. So Abhiram, any questions?
No, I understand.
Okay. Okay, guys. So try this problem. Okay, so take a look at this problem. Yeah. I think both the boats have the same speed. Yeah. Because he says the speed of each boat with respect to water is 1.2 times the speed of the stream. So each boat has the same speed. Yeah, that's correct. The second sentence, what it says is, let's say if the stream speed is 2 kilometers per hour. Okay, the speed of each boat is 2 into 1.2. It's like 2.4
We
kilometers.
can take 5 and 6 instead.
Yeah, you can take it as 5 by 6. That is also okay. Or can we do one thing? Can we just take it as a variable? I think that would be better, na?
It won't matter.
Yeah, I think let us take it as a variable. I think that will be better. So what shall I do? It like k times, or let's say n times. Can I do k times? I think the author uses eta. Okay, or I think we'll do n times. He likes that symbol eta very much. I like this book because I learned a lot of physics from this book. See, what it says is...
What is the constant?
Yeah, okay. So there are two boats move away from a buoy. Okay, buoy is like any floating device. Okay, so in the middle of this river, there is some object which is floating, suppose. Okay, so that's the river. So there is an object floating. Let's say that is the buoy.
Yeah.
So some floating object. Now I have these two boats A and B. Now A is moving along the river, okay, along straight lines. So let's say this is boat A, suppose. So it moves along the river. Okay, so it will go to some point and then it will return. Okay, so it goes some distance d in the direction of the river flow on the river, and then comes back to the floating device, the buoy. Now the other boat, okay, it is moving across the river. So I think let me make some room here. So let's say the river is still here, and this boat B is moving across the river. So it will go the same distance d, but it will actually go across the river. So it has to go along a line which is perpendicular to the velocity of the river, and then comes back to the same position. Okay, so this boat B, if you see from ground
Did they start at the same time? Do they start from the same time?
Doesn't matter, right? Because they're only considered about the ratio of times taken. I mean, A is like going from here till some point, which is d distance away, and then comes back. And then B will go to some position here, d distance away, and then comes back. But as seen from the ground, if there is an observer standing on the, let's say, bank of the river, he should notice that the bee is actually moving across the river along this dotted line. Let's say this along this line. Siddharth, are you getting the problem?
So, like they return to the boy.
Yeah, they return to the boy. Okay, so let's say A takes some time, B takes some time. They don't have to start simultaneously, because it is only like we are trying to find the ratio of the times taken. Abhiram, are you okay with the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then okay.
Okay, so take this problem as homework, and then we will discuss the first thing in the next class. Okay, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, guys.